Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Labyrinth Lifers, Season 4, Episode 2.
Yeah.
So,
Lifers
last week...
in the cave.
So, last session, 3 of our party members woke up to find themselves in a black prison cell, captured by the drow, and we're surrounded by a bunch of interesting characters. If y'all remember,
Say that.
Bopido,
At least.
he was the he was the real talkative guy that he really wanted to help out. He's a Duro. And he was super engaged, and he was telling you guys a lot of things.
What's a Darrow again, Jeff?
I don't remember, dude.
It's just a race?
It's just a race. You
Okay.
you should see it pop up on your screen.
Yeah, I see him. I just didn't know if a Darrow was based off of something else or if it's just its own deal. It's a Underdark race?
It is.
Are they gnomish or dwarfish? I thought they were gnomish, right?
They're kind of gnomish, yeah. He was real talkative.
Aren't the brother and sister like that also?
And he thinks that being captured by the drow was just part of his divine plan. That it suits his purpose.
Awesome.
And then next you ran into Prince Darendrill, which was a Quaigoth that claims that he is a elf prince that was polymorphed into a Quaigoth. The Quaigoth are the servants that will sometimes attend to you and watch you while you do your hard labor and whatnot.
Ah.
And he sort of kept to himself, but he thinks he was a prince, and his crown was usurped by an evil wizard to restore that changed him into this form.
What's his name again?
Prince Darendil.
There, I got you.
Darendil. Yep.
Yep.
And then you ran into a wee lass named Eldith, who is a shield dwarf from Gauntlgrim. And she was captured fighting against an orc clan and hates all the Desonans of the Underdark. She refers to them as the corrupt dark dwellers. And she wants to go home. That's her biggest thing, is she wants to go home. But she was fighting Ront, who also got captured, who then decided to fight Greta, because Greta was talking shit.
Psh. Fuck him.
That's that's your boy? That's who you tussled with last time?
That's her boy. And he's just a dumb, stupid orc.
That he
But
is.
he's our muscle.
Well, when Greta stood up to him, she found that his bark was worse than his bite. The only thing that hampered her was being shackled.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there was Jim Jar, who seemed like he was kind of a feckless rogue, and he likes to bet you gold to do
Yeah, he's got the money, right?
Yeah, he pockets money away somewhere.
He's got the prison purse.
Prison wallet.
Purse.
He has a little bit of a gambling issue.
Cool.
And then there's Sarith, who is the drow that was accused of murder. And with him, he had captured Stool, who's the Myconid, or Myconoid.
That's my homeboy right there. We're buddies, me and Stool.
And Oswald befriended Stool.
Yeah.
And Stool was surprised that someone would be nice to him. And because Oswald was nice to him, he gave him spores that allowed for a telepathic link so they could communicate easily. And he informed Oswald that he could do that to other party members that don't speak Undercommon or a common language in order to talk and communicate silently so as not to alert the guards. Although when Stool did it, the guards didn't notice. They could give three shits. And then you have Shushar, who is the enlightened Kuatoa.
That is fucking hilarious.
And he is very at peace and enlightened.
He doesn't want to
Look
fight
at those
anything.
eyes.
Yeah, he's a hippie.
And
That dude is on another level.
he has no problems, and he just wants to go back home to Sloobladoop and enlighten the rest of his people. And he did this trying to talk to Nipsey. And,
Gotta love that in the dark.
Wasn't really down with it.
He's the... Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was interrupting Josh. I thought
I think Josh said something.
That was it.
Oh, all right. He's the map for us. He knows the area, but he doesn't want to fight anything. Like, he refuses to battle.
He did offer to guide you all through Dark Lake to Sloobadoop. It's a hard word to say.
Yeah, wherever. Oswald wants to get the fuck out of here.
And then finally you have Topsy and Turvy, the two deep gnomes. Topsy was very talkative, and Turvy, her brother, was just very sullen and grumbled a lot to him, and Topsy was sort of translating what he was saying, how pissed off he was. And then you have the Drow. Ilvara was the head priestess.
Elvira?
Ilvara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Ilvara
she's going
was
down.
The head priestess. Very haughty bitch. She worships Loth. And following not too far from her was Shur, who is her pretty boy and her consort. And then you have Jorlan, who was originally the favorite of Ilvara, but after being horribly scarred in a conflict with some gray ooze, she dropped him to the curb like a bad habit and favored Shur. And now they like to torment Jorlan and give him menial tasks, which is beneath him, and they know that he hates it, so they do it anyways to torment him. Also, what you've found out is that there are roughly 19 drow at the outpost, and half a dozen, about a dozen Quagoth that are just slaves, and then some of you during hard labor had to feed the giant spiders, which hang out on some webs that are suspended below the stalactites that sort of guard against intrusion from the cavern floor. You also know that there's a dark pool of water that's fed by a waterfall that you have heard or seen. And some of you were given the pleasure of chamber pot duty and dumping the chamber pot waste into the waterfall.
That's great.
And then before you all went to sleep, someone mentioned to you that Jorlan, the disgraced drow warrior, might be willing to help the party out.
Yeah.
So
So we
that's
made
what
a
he said.
plan.
So you guys are waking up.
We had made a plan to have him use the bolt that I have on the chick, and then
Who are you telling them?
didn't. Is he not there yet?
No.
Okay,
Do you see him?
never mind. Go ahead.
So you guys are waking up. Kind of a shitty night because you're just sleeping on a hard stone floor, and you wake up to a commotion, and you hear the front gate unlock, and you see a couple of Quagoths and two of the drow soldiers toss this matted, looks like orange and white fur ball into the door and slam it shut.
Is it breakfast?
I would say the same about you, friend. Lick my paws and crawl into a corner.
Greetings.
Fancy meeting you here.
You as well. What got you thrown in the cell here?
Oh, well. I sat with some myconids. Decided to find some plants. Found something lit up. And all of a sudden, I'm here.
Nice. Well, it's unfortunate. We're in a bad spot here.
Do you come here often?
No.
Oh, every Tuesday.
What's your name, friend?
I am Free Smoke.
Free Smoke. Nice to meet you. I'm Greta.
A pleasure. Are these your friends?
Not really. We all just got imprisoned here together. I'd call them acquaintances at this point. But I don't know any of these people other than the few days we've been locked in here together.
What a delightful group.
Some of us. Watch that fish guy.
I sit cross-legged and it sort of just calm myself down from the exchange with the drow that threw me in. It's only a matter of time.
I want to talk to
Silence Runt.
what's Jim Jar?
Jim Jar.
Yeah,
Oh, Oswald, what do you need?
Jim Jar. I'm curious. Clearly, you got a little bit of coin on you. I wonder if we're going to try and prey on this drow's what's its quest for vengeance. That maybe we throw a little bit of coin in the deal as well for him. Kind of get that motivation. A little extra step. I think the rest of us could, you probably double your money by having the rest of us, split between 10, whatever, maybe 10 coins, right? We each give you 2 or 3 back when we get our gear as well.
I've been here for quite some time, and I don't think that you speak of Jorlan, right?
Yep.
I don't think he can be bribed. He is drow after all. He doesn't care about money. He cares more about regaining his status and humiliating Ilvara and watching her fail as her duties at being head priestess of this outpost.
Sure, absolutely. I just thought a little bit of coin wouldn't hurt as well. That definitely is what we should pray on first. He's hatred, right? All these drow.
If he will talk to me, I will see what I can work out with him.
Okay. I go back over my stool.
Do I see Stool?
Yep.
Yeah, you can see everybody in there. They're sort of eyeing you up and down.
I haven't met him before, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm like friends of
You
small
see,
creatures,
he's
so
pretty much
I buddied
hanging
up.
out. He's pretty much hanging uncomfortably close with Oswald, and
I'm just keeping an eye on him. I'm not approaching him or anything.
and at this time, Stool is communicating to Oswald like, "Who's that? What is that?
Another slave.
I've never seen it. What is that?
Yep. Well, let's wait till
What's his name?
everybody goes to sleep and we'll start talking. I don't know what his name
Is
is.
the guy?
I don't go check him out if you want to,
Oh,
Stool.
no. Oh no.
All right, we'll get the information. Don't worry. We're on it. We're all stuck here together. At this point, he could be a spy, though. Speaking of which, is my spider still chilling around
Yeah, he's hanging
as
out.
well? I want to like talk to him and like pick him up and like, hey, little guy, how you doing? Is he cooperating? Is he talking to me at all?
He doesn't say much. You tried talking to him before, and he just.
I know. Trying again. I'm trying. Listen. I just want to let you know, Spider. I'm thinking I'm going to smash you flat that you're probably spying on me. But if you want to be buddies, now's the time to kind of come forward and kind of chat it up a little bit. Make some friends. Tell me your name. I'm giving you the opportunity here.
He just stares at you with those 8 unblinking eyes.
All right. I set him back down.
He just scuttles up your pant leg and hangs out. So about this time, you see a figure approach the gate, and with them are two Quagos servants, and he sort of snarls, sort of sneers at y'all, and looks down at the orange tabby that just got brought in, and sort of gives a half reaffirming like huff, like and glares at the cat, and then he starts handing out bowls of your favorite food. And he's sort of eyeing each of the prisoners individually, making eye contact.
So when do I leave here?
Are you talking to me, slave?
Let's send Jim Jar over. I like nudge him. I elbow Jim Jar.
And, well, Jim Jar walks over, and you can't really hear what they're saying. And you see Jim Jar reach down and palm something and reach out through the gate, and you see Jorlin just smack his hand away, and a couple of gold coins go rolling off down over off the side of the cliff.
Oh.
And he just sort of glares at Jim Jar, and Jim Jar backs away and goes
Such precious
slinks
sunshine.
back here in the corner.
Poor Jim Jar.
And then Jorlan sort of locks eyes with you, Oswald, and stares you down, but kind of nods his head to the side, like, give me a little nod, like, come here. And then
Okay.
out loud, he's like, you, grubby forest surface dweller, come get your slop before I feed you to the spiders.
Well, that sounds delicious, sir. I come over and grab my slop.
And so he's As you reach down to grab your bowl, he whispers real quiet to you. The only one who can hear it is Free Smoke. And he says, if I can give you a means to escape from here, would you take it?
I give him a nod.
All right. Here's what I can do for you. I can leave the gate of the slave pen unlocked during the changing of the guard. And then I can cause a few minutes distraction to give you time to escape. It's possible that your party can jump from the center of the rope bridge down to the spider webs below and then drop into the pool and swim to shore.
All this.
So I whisper.
That is it.
I whisper like, what do you get out of this, Drow?
What I get is the humiliation that Ivara will face at failing at her duties at this outpost.
Okay.
With that, he quickly glances around and then just walks back down the bridge and disappears.
All right. Well, I walk back and tell everybody to huddle up. So who's ever gonna huddle up can come on over.
As he's doing that, I say, "Gnome person, what are you eating?"
This is the disgusting sustenance that they feed us here.
I kind of crawl over, and I whisper to him, "I heard. I would like in."
Well, you can move your token.
Yeah. Come on, come in. Come in. Get that stool off of me. I explained to the group that there's going to be a moment when the gates open, and that I truly believe that we need to work together if we're going to get out of this thing alive. I think clearly people in this group are specialized at certain things, and everybody needs to play their part once the gate opens, or none of us are going to make it out.
Agreed. What did he tell you? Did he say how we could get our weapons back?
So first of all, I propose that we kill the spider here. Could one of you huge folk please step on this thing?
I can eat it if
Eat it. Eat it up.
Josh said he's going to eat it first.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
I can't. Josh, you're pretty quiet. I can't really hear you.
Oh, sorry, no.
I don't know if you can control that or not, but
Not really. Can you hear me? Better? Yes?
yeah, it's a little bit better. I apologize because when everybody's talking, if you're trying to talk, I miss it.
Kuatoa, you may have. That is fine.
All right. Are you eating the spider, by the way?
Oh, I ate the spider.
You did. Okay.
All right, the spider's dead.
All right.
It's just a little spider. It wasn't doing anything. It was just hanging out.
I was hungry.
Taking any chances. I've seen what these things grow up to be around this place. So yeah, I propose we all kind of hang out the next time they come to take us for work. We're gonna have to go at these people. If anybody here is hiding anything else, I know that can help us with this quest, then we're good to go. Is anybody wearing anything where I could get a bit of fleece from the material that they're wearing? Because I will be able to be much more helpful with a bit of fleece.
I could cover you in some of my slime.
That won't work.
Quite warm.
I have fur.
I have fur.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to think I'm wearing something, but I don't know what the guards took.
Yeah, I guess that's a Jeff call if we have anything on us.
Like a bit of fleece could be like from a stuffing in a jacket,
You guys
or
have what you have. I mean, you're just wearing, basically
Rag.
common clothes. Just
Okay.
underwear if you want to. I mean,
So
whatever
probably no
equates.
fleece.
You guys, I mean,
I was wearing clothes
you
under
killed
my
your
armor.
spider, Oswald, but it's
Yeah.
possible that you already know that one of you, Greta, has that sleep poison dart.
yeah. That's why I'm asking if anybody else has anything as well, like along those lines, and then to help once we do this, and then we all need our gear, right? We're gonna have to get that before we jump down to the water, right?
Yeah, that's in her quarters.
Yeah, isn't that what you said, Jeff? That it's in the
That's what
ladies'
Elda
quarters?
told you. That was what that from her experience. That is where they she'll keep all the personal effects of the prisoners.
Right.
But I don't remember if I mentioned this, but there's also you guys. I did say this. You guys are going to you're being prepped to be shipped to Menzoberranzan
Yep.
in about 10 days. So it might be moved to a different staging area to be prepared for the trip.
Sure. In any case, we need to try to get our gear. I need my gear. I cannot leave my book.
I
There's
would like
no way
my
I'm escaping
tools
without my
back.
book. Yep.
So about this point, you receive a telepathic message from Stool, and he tells you that while you were conversing with Jorlan, he was able to get a quick connection with Jorlan and found out that all your equipment is been moved to the armory, which is in that guard tower, which is the stalactite that you can see directly out the gate
Okay.
from your prison cell.
So that
It's-
one room where they're chilling.
It's in the armory because that one, that guard tower is basically the sleeping quarters for some of the drow and the elite warriors.
Okay.
And there's also where the barracks is above it, where a lot of the drow sleep.
All right. So yeah, that needs to be a part of the plan. Everybody, I let the crew know. Everybody who can speak common, anyways, that the our gear might be straight out, right across from us
Okay.
at this point.
On our way out.
Ah, good. Need my hammer.
All right. Should we maybe just get a little bit of sleep and wait until they come, and then as soon as that,
you just woke
the
up.
gate will be left unlocked.
Yeah.
You just woke up, and no one really knows when they change the guards because you don't see them. But while you're talking, you do see out of the corner of your eye, since y'all are focused so much, Eldest sees a shadow swing by the front gate, and then it's gone. And she relays that information that she thinks she saw somebody at the gate just now while you guys were all talking about this.
I'm there.
You pushing it?
So, what do you do?
I'm looking to see if there's anybody around.
You don't see anything.
Okay. I'm just looking for the coast is clear and tapping on the door.
So, yeah, you don't see anything. You don't really hear anything. It's kind of hard to hear over the waterfall. Because of the waterfall, sound doesn't carry in the cavern.
Did the
Why
door
is
move?
Oswald sleeping?
Oh, it's just because he's not active in chat.
That's awesome. So I test the door,
Okay.
just checking it out
And
to
it-
see.
And it moves freely.
Okay. I look back towards everybody.
So Free Smoke tests the gate and notice it opens freely. What
I
do you
look
do?
back to see if anybody sees me.
Yeah, we're all
They're
watching.
looking at me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're ready to roll.
Right. Are we
We're-
trying to be stealthy, or are we just going like prison break and yelling and screaming and running and like murdering everything?
Well, the rope ladder going down, and as you come out, you see the rope ladder going to the guard tower. It'd be straight in front of you, but so it'd be to the west.
Yeah.
To the north, you see stairs that go down, and they go down for about 20 feet. The stairs are only 5 feet wide, so you can only go single file down those stairs. Those stairs lead to the Quagoth quarters.
We don't need that. We're going across the rope bridge.
You want to go across the rope bridge. All right.
Definitely. Got to get the stuff.
So
So-
single file.
Are we going stealthy, or are we like rabble rousing?
I don't know.
I would
Oh.
encourage we be quiet.
Okay.
As long as possible. Yes, I agree.
I tell the big orc to take the lead. Try and keep it quiet.
You're big stupid to take the lead.
I mean, I don't want him in the back.
I can't fight it. I can't fight it draw.
I can look ahead. If you wish.
All right,
All right.
if you're comfortable with that.
Could go check the door at the bottom of the rope thing. I'm at least
Yes.
stepping outside of this cell, though.
Okay.
I'll stay right near the door, but I'm not okay with the non-magic cell. It's,
Okay.
Let's stand
Please,
right here.
please, stay close.
I'll be right behind you, smoke face.
Okay, I'm heading down. Creeping.
All right. You can move your guy.
Creeping on a come up.
Can you move him? There you go.
Okay.
All right. So as you make that, roll a stealth check.
Alrighty. There's a 10 plus. There's a plus 16.
16. All right. So as you get up to the door, it's solid wood with a few iron slats that, iron bars and slats that you can sort of see in. It's dark, but with your dark vision, you can make out a couple of figures, 3 figures in there, and they're just talking, and it looks like they're throwing dice. Like they're just passing the time rolling dice games.
Okay. I turn around to the others and I do.
Are all three of them like humanoid? Are they tall folk?
They're drow. I got
Yeah, feel that.
All right. I start crossing, slip sliding across the bridge, I guess.
All right. Roll a 20.
Ooh, that's so not good, guys.
It's cool. It's time.
6.
A 6, huh?
Yeah.
So, as you're walking, you step maybe not quite squarely on the board, and there's a faint squeak sound. And Smoke sees, like, one of the guards, like, sort of cock his head up and is looking towards the door.
Okay, which way does the door open? Out, like,
The
what
door's gonna
direction?
open out to you.
Okay, but so I'm going on the side of the hinges. Like, if he were to open the door, I want to crouch behind the door.
You
So
go to the hinges.
So you see the guards start to get up. You can sort of see it. You almost sense it with your cat-like reflexes. And about this time, you see Jorlin come in from the opposite door and start barking orders and telling them to stop fucking around and throwing dice and to clean the place up.
Oh, that southwest door?
Oh, that southwest door, yes.
Okay.
Whew.
Okay. So just keeping an eye on them to see where they're headed.
So, well, they're getting up and they're just sort of pushing the chairs in on the table, and they're just grumbling because they have no love for Jorlin, and you hear one of them say to his buddy, like, one of these days, I'm gonna just slide a dagger right between his ribs and end that bastard's life. Scarface. Bastard. So what do? They're just sort of cleaning. You see one take a rope ladder up to what you think is like the actual barracks. You just see him go up. You don't really know because you haven't been there that long.
Okay, all three go?
One of them goes. You see another one, and he's like moving some stuff around, and he opens up this big wardrobe, and you can make out an array of weapons and some armor, and then you think something that looks like possibly could be your cartography tools.
Okay.
And then you see like this big leather-bound book that from the markings you can sort of read them. They're they're in Gnomish. I don't know if you can read Gnomish.
No, I don't know.
So you can read. You think it's Gnomish,
Yeah.
but you get this feeling that it's a spell book of some sort, like a wizard spell book.
Okay.
And you just see a lot of stuff. There's weapons, and you can see definitely your tools, your cartography tools, and what looks like your armor, and then that spell book, and there's just a bunch of stuff crammed in there.
Is there any way to circle around and get in through that other door?
No.
Or is it, this is the only door? Okay.
You're walking up, it's a stalactite coming down, and the rope bridge goes right to the side of it, so it's going to be, rough and rocky, somewhat smooth, pointing to an angle, so there's no way to get a hand hold or a
Gotcha.
claw hold. And then below you, you can barely make out the spider web, and you see something pretty giant, like, skittering below you.
Oh, great.
It looks like it's about 15 feet down below you, and then further than that, you can just see this black waves, not really moving. You think it could be water.
Okay. How wide across is that bridge?
It's about 5 feet.
Okay, so it's pretty narrow.
It's pretty narrow.
I tap you on the shoulder.
Kuator! Our belongings are in this room.
And let's get them. Let's go eat those drow and devour their flesh.
We are unarmed.
I have very sharp teeth.
I
I'll try
walk
and see.
down and say, like,
You
I
just
could try
walk
to
out?
trick him. Yeah.
You just walk down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you can walk down.
I do a stealth check.
Yeah. Just gonna walk down.
17.
You gotta sneak
Oh,
down.
nice. There you go.
The
Yeah, he said the wrong word.
I could try to trick them. I say to the group.
Trickery would work best for us now.
But your magic doesn't work.
No, it does outside the cell.
No, it does.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Yep. So the only thing, here's my thought. Here's what I could try, is I can disguise myself to appear differently. I can't not be as tall as these drow, but I could. What are the Underdark dwarves called? Drunar?
Dwergar.
Dwergar. I could like turn into a Dwergar and make myself look to be like military rank and say that I'm there to get our things, to take them to the staging area, something like this.
That sounds like a fool's errand, sir.
It's my only skills.
I want to try and sneak down there.
Okay, come on down.
Come on down.
Okay, while she's sneaking down, I say, why would you not become a drow?
He's too
I
short.
can't get that tall.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
10.
10, huh?
I want to rage and just go in there and start eating.
So, as you guys are conversing, you feel the bridge sway a little bit.
Oh.
And you look back and you see that half-orc attempting to be stealthy.
Coming down.
And as she gets to about halfway, you hear this horrible buzz echoing through the cavern.
Oh my god.
And then you hear this just guttural, inhuman shrieking that reverberates across the cavern. And then you hear 3 alarm horns sound down to the west. Right?
West?
Way down
How far?
to the west. So way down,
How?
you can't judge distance because the sound is
Gotcha.
going out and bouncing back, and it's just surrounding you. And immediately, the 3 drow that are inside the guard tower, they bolt out the southwestern door.
Okay. Soon as they're gone, I'm trying to open this bitch up.
Okay, and it opens easily because it wasn't locked.
All right. Grab our gear.
Get my shit.
So you go in, and so you walk into the lower chamber of the guard tower, and it contains a zirkwood table and 3 chairs, a small side table, and spider silk webbing set with hooks for hanging equipment. Over to the far, I guess, northwestern wall, so directly across from you, which would be right about here, you see a large armoire that is open, and before you is what you recognize to be your gear. You also see it looks like 6 chain shirts, 6 suits of studded leather armor, 6 shields, 6 hand crossbows, 20 cases of hand crossbow bolts, each with containing 20 bolts per, so 20 times 20, 400 bolts basically. There's 6 short swords and 10 daggers, 6 bags of caltrops with 20 caltrops per bag, 400-foot long coils of silk rope, 2 building hammers, but can't be used as weapons.
Now, what of my gear is like my is it like everything that I would have had when I made my character sheet gear wise, or is it like just
You find your starting gear.
Okay.
All right.
You do
So I
find
don't
your
need to
gear.
grab more weapons.
No.
So I'm gonna grab my shit and a building hammer and some of that rope.
Okay.
Picking up the crossbow in
Write-
addition to
write
my
that
gear.
down. Along
how
with
many-
the crossbow bolts, you find 20 vials of drow sleeping poison.
Oh,
So each vial is enough to coat 20 bolts of crossbow bolts.
What about a javelin?
I grab
Is
a
there
couple of
20
those.
bolts? Can I have some bolts?
absolutely, there's 400.
There's
Bolts.
six hand crossbows, so they're the mini handheld crossbows that the drow use.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a crossbow. I just want bolts.
Huh?
How many are there?
There's
600?
20 cases of 20
Like
bolts.
400. Yeah, there's enough.
I'm gonna grab
it's an
40
armory.
bolts. And then you want to split
Same.
that?
Write down what you want, and then you guys can send it to me.
10 vials for you, 10 for me.
Okay.
I'll take 10.
Deal.
Wait, how many vials were there?
There's
20.
20 vials,
20.
I could
Would you
use
like
some of
5?
and
Yeah.
one vial is enough for 20 crossbow bolts.
Let's just split up the 5 among us.
Okay,
Each.
5 each.
Sounds good.
And while you're doing this, you know, the rest of your party starts filing in. It's starting to get pretty cramped in there. All of a
Jeff
sudden, you
is-
keep hearing what?
Are any if we spend some extra time sorting through all this stuff, is anything catch your eye as like being extraordinary, being special, being magic-y, having inscribings on it? Like, is this all just pretty much drow armory?
It's pretty much just an
Standard
armory,
stuff.
standard soldiers.
Okay.
While you're doing this, you keep hearing just horrific screeching, and you can look out that southwestern door over to the stone platform that's on the other side of the bridge near the waterfall, and you see all the drow warriors there, and it looks to be like they're fighting demons.
Dude, let's go the other way,
Oh
guys.
my gosh.
No, but we're supposed to jump up down the waterfall. That's
Hey, Jeff, while we're doing this, I'm attempting to douse some of my arrows, like while I'm on the move
Okay.
with this.
So while you guys are getting suited up, Seraph, the drow prisoner, does warn you that he has heard that there's possibly some ooze that lives down in the water below you. Usually it just sits there and it eats the sludge and the waste from the chamber pots.
What?
So there is that.
What?
But-
Come again? Redo that again? What?
Ooze in the water below us.
There's
I-
this blackish ooze that lives in the lake below you guys
Yeah.
that feeds on the waste from the chamber pots.
Ah, that's convenient.
Well,
Let's
we're gonna go fight some ooze, guys.
I say we go down the stairs first.
What stairs?
Back up by the cell, the other north.
Don't go anywhere.
There's a door down there.
That leads to the Quagoth quarters.
I've never seen that. I don't know if you all
He's
have.
told us that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said we should jump.
I'm gonna. I like to swim, so I'm going to jump.
I'm not crazy about swimming, but I
Now,
don't think I have any options.
if we go down this, from what I can see on the map here at least, it looks like there's a patch there at the bottom of the stairs where we could jump in without spider webs. Is that just the map, or is that
What are you
I mean?
talking about?
down the stairs by the
Down the stairs.
Quagoth quarters?
Yeah, and then there's that other door. If you're talking about other door, that's the northern guard tower.
No, right by the Quagoth quarters, it looks like we could jump from that stone without jumping into webs. See what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Silly.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I think if we go
you're
straight,
talking about right here.
right.
So, Sarah tells you that just off the bridge and below the stalactite, he knows that the water is 20 feet deep, but then the water flows north into an underground river, so he can't guarantee how deep the water is over at this point, over by the northern guard tower.
All right.
So we should go out to the middle of that bridge on the way to the demon. Jump.
I'm gonna let the fish people jump first.
I will jump first.
All right.
So where do you guys want to jump at? Do you want to try and jump into a possibly shallow area, or do you want...
Put the oozes
Who's
at
everywhere, man?
bottom of the waterfall. That's where we empty the chamber pots.
Well, no, it didn't. He didn't say that the ooze is at the bottom of the waterfall. The ooze just lives in the water,
Okay.
and it
Gotcha.
generally hangs out on the shoreline.
Jeff, I'm looking for the most shallow,
No, the most deep.
You want
or the most deep, but I'm looking for something closer where I can make a quick exit out of the water if possible. If possible. I don't know.
I'm telling you guys, we just go out to the middle of this bridge. It's close to the waterfall. It's
Give it a shot.
Waterfall.
Kuatoa, you first,
And
and then I shall trust you.
yeah,
All right. He's doing it.
doing this, guys. So we jumping
Are you guys
in.
going to jump in?
All right.
Where are you
I'm gonna
jumping at?
I'm guessing I'm going to go out to that other bridge.
So
Try
you're
and
going to
jump.
go towards the fighting.
Well, yeah, but more like just right in front of that waterfall where I imagine it's going to be deepest.
All right. So you're for the rest of the guys, you want to jump here, which is that other southwestern door.
No, I don't want to go closer to the drows and demons. I want to jump off the other one myself. Drows and demons are scary to me. I'm not going closer to
You keep
them.
hearing just it's horrendous, and you hear this guttural hissing that could be a language. Free Smoke can sort of understand it.
Oh, it's
And,
abyssal?
yeah,
Okay.
but you can't make out what they're
Yeah,
actually saying,
chopped up,
but you understand it.
Once I see Fishman jump off his side, I'll jump off the other one.
All right, your side's covered in spider webs mostly.
There's spider webs everywhere in here.
Yeah, but where I'm going, there's like some, not many.
If you want to get in the webs, and then you need to get out of
Roll.
the webs into the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go right there. Roll out. All right.
No matter which way you go, I'll tell you this right now: the drow aren't gonna. They're way too busy.
I'm not worried about the drow. I'm worried about landing on a jagged rock because it's a 100-foot drop.
Just 100 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna sneak, and then jump at a nice spot where I determine that
So that's outside southwestern door.
Yeah.
Okay, right outside the door.
No, I'm gonna like get like close to the what. I just think that by the
The
waterfall.
center of the bridge.
Yeah.
He wants to like jump into the waterfall, basically.
Okay, the deepest. What you think would be the deepest part because the waterfall is probably dug out that.
Yes, because I don't want to like jump and land on a rock because that would hurt. And
It would hurt worse if you hit the cavern floor. That's for sure.
yeah, yes.
All right. So what are the rest of y'all doing? You gonna follow?
I'm waiting until he
Kuatoa?
jumps.
Yeah, watching
Yeah.
from the other bridge.
All right, I'm rolling. I guess something,
All
right?
Yep. Go ahead and jump.
So what about rolling?
Roll a 20.
Yeah, but for what? Just a 20 straight up.
Yeah.
All right, I roll a 13.
You're all 13.
Yeah.
So as you jump, you hit the webs and manage to break free and slip through the webbing.
All right.
It almost catches though, and then you fall another 70 feet and make a splash into the water.
All right.
Right.
I'm following him.
The webbing is a problem.
I start looking for the closest shoreline. I guess would be that like northwest.
Are there any torches around, Jeff?
Why
No.
would we need torches?
It's the underdog.
You could light a torch. I recommend not doing it. Because remember, you'd be lighting a torch in absolute darkness.
Right.
And it would be like Gandalf fighting the Balrog, just lighting a beacon.
Yeah. Thinking about that web.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
jump same spot as the Krakatoa.
You try and crack a toe?
Krakatoa.
Alright, roll a 20.
5.
Oh, you jump and you get tangled up in the webs.
Damn.
Should I jump on top of you, Greta?
Please.
Maybe the extra weight would push you through.
Or you can at least jump off of him and not get stuck.
Sure.
So when you jump in, are you moving around or are you trying and feel like what are you doing? Because you.
I mean, I'm
landed-
trying to get free.
Okay, so you're struggling around trying to break free.
I wouldn't say that I'm like flailing.
How
but
far
I'm
down is
trying
it?
to see if I can pull the webs off and shit.
It's-
Like,
It's roughly 20 to 30 feet.
He's 20 to 30 feet below us?
Yeah.
That would hurt him then, or her,
Like-
if I jumped on her.
like I'm just trying to grab strands and pull them off of me.
I'm gonna grab my dagger and jump.
Okay.
I want my dagger in my hand though.
All right, roll
Well.
20.
1.
You land and you are just engulfed in spider webs. And you drop your dagger into
Into the water?
Yeah. You think you lose sight of it.
Sure. Damn it.
Is there any web, like, near me, or it's all below me?
It's all below you. It's completely just it's a spider web. Who else is jumping? Because the rest of your companions are jumping too. Because Stool landed with Oswald. And let's see.
Would anyone actually made it, or am I the only one who?
Shuashar, he jumps down and he lands next to Greta, and he gets stuck, and he immediately starts flailing around.
Who's that, the orc?
Pepito jumps, and no, he was the Kuatoa, the hippie dude.
Oh, okay.
Pepito jumps, and he smashes through the webbing and lands into the water.
Okay, I'm going for that hole.
You're going for that hole.
Yeah.
So you're calling it?
I mean, how big is this space? If it's not very big, it's not gonna matter. But I'm looking for the biggest hole that's open and jump in there.
It's kind of hard to tell. You can't really see an opening.
Okay, even the ones that broke through, it's not very big.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't want to impair my chances. I just want to go in the direction that the last person that broke through went.
And
If you know what I'm saying.
let's see. Ront jumps through and he gets tangled up. And Greta's over here. She's tangled up. You got Ront and Dendril. And then Jim Jar comes up and jumps. He gets stuck. Next is Sarith. He gets stuck as a drow, so. Then Topsy Turvy go. And Topsy makes it through. And I'm going to put them on the shore to make it look like they're underwater. And then Turvy gets stuck in the webbing. And then the shield dwarf Eldith She, what am I rolling?
Is
She
any-
barely makes it through.
Is there anywhere that's not covered in web?
No.
So, I mean, it's pointless to not.
Just
Yeah.
go.
So nobody followed Orland. He's the only one who jumped off the other bridge.
And Free Smoke, you made it through, right? Didn't you? Or did...
I didn't go. I didn't go
All
yet.
right, what are you doing? I'm not going to move you.
Jeff
So,
Orland moved. He jumped off the other bridge.
who did?
No, I went with everybody else.
He
Oh,
went
you did?
Oswald, yeah.
It was Oswald.
Oh,
All
sorry.
right, here we go.
Once I saw Fish Guy make it, I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
enticed.
I mean, there's nowhere else to go, so. All right, here we go. 18.
So you make it through,
Woo!
and you land, but everyone's struggling. Sees spider pops up, and it's fast.
All right. I'm knocking my bow.
It immediately pounces
fight.
on the closest one, which is Ron. So, of the ones stuck in the webbing, Greta, Oswald, a roll initiative.
All right. Yeah, because I'm shooting at that motherfucker.
But you
The
did,
giant spider?
you know, get started.
Fine.
You have to fight.
Sorry, what, Josh?
Dirk thinks he's gonna fight the spider. We have to fight ooze.
20.
I've got to free them up there, though. I got a 10.
It's gonna get an arrow. It's gonna go up 70 feet and then drop
12.
back down.
12?
We'll see how far away he is.
Yep.
Even if I just get one attack against it to bring it away from everybody, and then switch it to the ooze next round, that's fine. But
You heard me say 20, right?
Yeah, no.
20. It's Dex, right?
it's
Oh,
initiative.
Yeah, it's initiative.
Dex. Yeah.
I gotta write this shit down. Alright. And then Topsy. Oh, Turvy.
That's funny shit.
That's a lot of fucking...
It's a lot of NPCs to be working with there, Jeff.
I know.
Let's kill some of them.
2. I gotta do a better way.
Just roll like a dozen of them and just assign the dice randomly.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the spider goes first,
Damn.
You fucking bastard.
and it attacks Ron. Let's see. I gotta pull up Ron's sheet real quick.
Boy, my sheet.
All right, so the spider does a bite attack, and it hits. And it does. Let's see. That's, you guys see that? I rolled a 2 the first time, plus 3, so does 4 points of damage on Ron.
Can I move my token now?
Huh.
Where am I?
Did you roll initiative, Dirk? I didn't get.
Yes, I have a 10.
10.
Yeah.
All right. So next up is Greta.
All right. So I'm stuck in the webs, though.
Yeah, you're stuck in the webs. You're stuck, so your movement is half.
Okay. And are they in my way? I mean, like, can I? So could I move
It's a
here
giant
and swing
spider.
a hammer?
Yeah,
Like, am I allowed to do that?
It's going to take you. Yeah, I mean that's 15 feet.
Yeah.
So
All right. So I'm gonna do that, and then I guess while in this web, I'm gonna try and swing my warhammer at this spider.
okay.
So I never really melee. It's what, D20 plus strength.
It's D20 plus your whatever it is to hit.
It'd be strength and proficiency.
Okay. All right. So 4. 10.
So what's your proficiency?
I mean, 10 is what I rolled. 2 is my proficiency, 2 is my strength, and I rolled a 6.
So it's you
10.
roll. Oh, okay. Yeah, you missed.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Next up is Turvy. And Turvy is he's gonna try and break free of the webbing. He is not messing around with this spider, and he just gets tangled up even more. And yeah, he can't do anything.
That was my fear in doing that.
And next up is Oswald. No, wait. Sorry, Sarith. My bad. Sarith is gonna pull out his crossbow and take a pot shot at the spider, and he hits, and he does 6, 7 points of damage.
Nice.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then and because he hit, he managed to poison the spider, and it falls unconscious and falls limp.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's wild. Alright. I'm looking for that ooze.
Alright, so you guys down on the ground.
So we're still just stuck there, though?
Yeah, you gotta try and fight your
Alright.
way out of there. So you don't really see anything happening. You can't really tell. Are you all swimming to shore? I assume that Josh is ashore, right?
Yes, I was swimming to shore. Yes.
You swam to
Yes.
shore? All right, you guys, everyone that made it through the weapon has made it to shore.
Okay. I hate water.
And you see this drowned orange furball just burst out of the water.
The worst.
Are you going to hang around on the shoreline, or what are you going to do?
I'm waiting for everybody else to get
I
down.
guess I'm going to get in a guard position because apparently there's black ooze, so I'm going to get myself ready to fight.
Okay.
Grab my great axe, and no, I'm going to go with the pincer staff in one hand and my shield in the other.
Okay. And Oswald and Greta roll a 20. You're trying to beat a DC 12.
No modifier. 9.
Yeah, what are they rolling with plus?
It's a strength check to break free of the bonds of the
Oh,
spider webs.
so strength.
Yeah.
Okay, then 11, but that's still not enough.
Oswald?
You muted.
Sorry,
Muted.
15.
15? Alright, you managed to break free and wiggle your way through, and because Stool is basically attached at the hip now,
He's with me.
he comes with you, and as you tumble through, you land with a giant splash, and you've managed to find your dagger.
Okay. Sweet.
So do you swim to shore?
Yep.
All right. And then Greta roll another strength check.
9.
9.
Just keep rolling it.
So
Oh, man.
Shore tries to, the hippie Kuatoa tries and he fails. Prince Dendril, he manages to get free and falls through. Ront manages to break free and he falls. Seraph does not break free. Turvey breaks free and jumps down and swims over to Topsy. Jim Jar's still struggling. So go ahead and roll, Greta. Go roll strength check.
Yeah, 19.
Woo! All right, so you managed to break yourself free
Swimming ashore.
and swim ashore. And then shortly after, you see Ron, Shua Shar, Seraph the Drow, and Jim Jar all splash down. And Jim Jar comes swimming over like a drowned dog. And as Ront, Seraph, and Shua Shar start moving towards the edge, you see a giant wave of just blackness rise up about 10 feet into the air and swallow them whole.
Whoa.
And you can sort of hear muffled screaming, and you see Ront's head poke through, and you just see the skin dissolve from his skull, and you just see a skull, and
Whoa.
they just get obliterated.
Who else besides Ron?
So Ront, Shua Shar, the hippie dude,
Oh.
and then Seraph the Drow.
Yeah.
Dude.
Good. One less
I
trial.
didn't run him around at all. But the hippie, I feel bad for.
No, he's wrong. He worshipped the wrong god.
He was so
Yorick, I barely knew ye.
I'm like pissed that I'm never gonna get my second chance to fight Ront.
Yep. That's awesome.
All right, I will do the LL icon now, or the D&D icon. So you're sitting on shore. Do you just hang out on the shore, or what do you do?
Trying to dip.
Dip out.
Absolutely.
We don't really know where to go now.
Yeah, just
Anywhere,
looking for
but-
exit points.
So as you get down there, you are looking around, and immediately across from you, sort of kitty corner to the northwest, you see a passageway. You see the cavern extends further to the south, but also what you're seeing is the battle that's still going on. You see 4 chasm demons and 2 Varroks doing aerial attacks and fighting against the drow.
Y'all remember the Vrocks? Y'all had them in Ravenloft, yeah.
And then you see a path to the north, following the lake that becomes a river to the north.
We must go.
So you're sitting on the cavern floor, and you have 3 ways to go.
Where's the third way?
You have 3 ways: the south passage, you have a west passage, and a north passage.
Can you clear up the map so we can see that or not?
Oh, whoops! I thought I did.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. I sent it to Josh, but
Yeah, I said we go west, my friends.
so as you're looking,
Rest.
Stool tells you, Oswald, that he sort of remembers that west leads towards Dark Lake and Slubadoop.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, dude.
To
All
the
right.
north is Menzbranzen, and then Blingenstone, which is the home of the Duergar.
No. Don't go that way.
Yeah.
Or no, my bad. It's Blingenstone is the Deep Gnomes.
Oh, that's tight. Wait.
But it's also going by the Drow City.
I feel like there's just nowhere in the Underdark to go.
That's good.
And to the south leads to the Durgar city of Gracklestug. And it is also where the heaviest fighting is going on.
Yeah. No, fuck that.
So
bullshit.
as you're sitting there, to the south, you see a Varrock fall from the sky screeching and lands down at the south.
Peace. I'm out. Going west.
Well, I'm
And
west.
he sees you guys.
Let's go.
Well,
and
we got
he's-
another fight.
He's staring at you.
I'm going
Which
west.
one's
right
Barack?
A Varrock?
Yeah, who was that?
It is...
Oh, it's a monster.
Yeah.
Jeff, let me ask you,
It is.
as a ranger, I have the sort of a direction sense of where some of these places are. I know that Stool
Your
had that knowledge.
Stool has better knowledge.
Yeah.
He really wants to go back home to Neverlight Grove.
Yeah, but I'm not privy to his thoughts, right? It's just Nate.
Not yet, no. He's
And
going
I
up to
use
Oswald.
Sporness.
Yep. I'll I'll reiterate them to y'all. But if this big monster is coming at us, let's just bust it west, right?
All
Seems
right.
like we all want to go west.
I don't even
right?
really need. If it's just a big monster, let's just take off.
So you're gonna head west.
Yep.
West.
So you are heading west. About this point, as you move off, start heading off to the west, you see the V-Rock sort of stands up, shakes his head, and flies back up to re-engage the battle.
Okay. Good.
And you guys start heading into the Underdark, heading west.
Oh,
And we'll pick this up.
are we a party now?
A huge one.
Pick this up late.
Yeah.
So hope everyone enjoyed it, and thanks for
That's great.
hanging out. And stay tuned for episode 3 of Labyrinth Live for season 4.